Okay. All right, let me get the presentation up.
Okay.
And there we go. Oh, hold on. I gotta share. I messed up. Let's see here.
Fine.
Share screen. Okay, now can you see it okay?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, I have two screens. So, I mean,
Okay,
like,
let me
yeah.
go. Yep, okay, perfect. Okay, cool.
Let me make it big here. See it too. All right. Welcome, everyone, to this call. My name is Shireen, and we have Lauren and Susan here, and we are three coach friends who have been working this job and loving this job for several years now. So we're going to start off, and we're just going to each share a little bit about ourselves and how we got started on this journey. And then we'll hit some of the basics about what we do as coaches. So, like I said, my name is Shireen Woodward. I am a mom, a grandma of two, a mom of three married kids. My daughter just got married, my last child to get married. And so that's kind of a weird phase of life to be in. And I'm 55, almost 56, which feels a lot older than 55. But part of my discovery through being a coach is that age is just a number. So that is one of the huge benefits I found in coaching. And so, coaching changed my life. I started coaching 4.5 years ago, and it was at a time where my kids had just all left home. I was feeling kind of lost. I didn't really know who I was if I wasn't referred to as so-and-so's mom. And just, trying to find out what this next phase of life was going to hold for me. And I have been a runner for almost 20 years, actually over 20 years. But I started running because my dad was not well. He wasn't healthy. And he ended up passing away early at age 69. He had type 2 diabetes and died of complications from that, and just not living a healthy lifestyle. And that was a big wake-up call for me. It was one of those times in my life where I realized I have to take charge of my health. I have to exercise. I have to try and eat healthier. And ever since then, I have been on this journey of trying to find ways to help keep me healthy and keep me active so that I will be around to see my kids grow up and to see them with their kids and be able to have relationships with their kids. My grandchildren are 3 and 1.5, and they are the joy of my life. And every time I talk to them, video chat with them, or get to go visit them, they are the biggest reminder of why I am trying to keep myself healthy and why I feel so passionate about sharing this journey with everyone else and trying to help them establish healthier habits. So I'll pass it on to Lauren, right?
Actually, I think Susan's next, but here's your picture, Shireen. I'm going to share those.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Pictures with my coaches, pictures of me, transformation, picture of my family before my second grandchild was born and before our son-in-law joined the family. So
I love it. I love it. Okay, Susan, you're up, girl.
All right. Well, like Shireen, I joined 4 years ago. A little bit about my story. It was very similar to Shireen's in that my mom was unhealthy. She was diagnosed with diabetes, type 2 diabetes, probably, in the late 80s or early 80s. And she was told that she could be fine with her diabetes as long as she took care of her health and took care of her diet. And it didn't happen. And she just progressively, it got to the point where she was far off enough that she had to eventually take insulin. And then that led to a series of one health issue after another, sorry. But what I was going to say is, fitness has always kind of been an important part of my life. But there was a point in my life where after I had 4 kids, I have 4 girls, and I had decided to go back to school. And at this point when I was going back to school, of course, everything that was done first before I took care of myself. And it was just like I would take care of my kids, and I would take care of my husband, and I would take care of my schooling. And I guess you could say schooling was taking care of me, but at the same time, it wasn't like a time where I could just reflect and help myself in a physical and nutritional way. And by the end of schooling, and I went back to school and was a teacher, I just had put on weight from, going to school and just doing all those things and leaving fitness and nutrition kind of just off on the side. And I just started feeling like worn out all the time. I had been the heaviest I have ever been. And I just was exhausted. Like I would come home from teaching school and I would lay down on the couch, and it was just, I did not feel good. So I went to the doctor. The doctor simply, we went through a whole physical checkup, and he basically told me that I had high cholesterol. I probably needed to lose about 30 pounds. And he said, we could take care of that really quick. With your cholesterol, we'll just give you a pill that will take care of you for the rest of your life. You'll just take it every day. And that really was like the wake-up call for me, in the sense that I did not want to have a pill turn into 2 pills or 3 pills or 4 pills or whatever, when I know that what I was simply trying to fight with that pill, I could do simply on my own. And so I had been praying for, some help in telling me where I should go. I mean, I knew physical fitness. I'm a head softball coach, and I instruct fitness for my girls, but I just was not being consistent with myself. And on top of that, menopause hit, and it was just like I was all over the place. So thank heavens, my daughter called me the one day and said, "Hey, Mom, I am going to join Beachbody, and I just wanted to let you know." And I said, "Oh my gosh, great!" And her roommate is my upline coach, and was getting great results from a 21-day detox. And I was like, that's what I want to do, because that is exactly what I need right now. And so, of course, me being the supportive mother, I signed up for, a discount coach, and I started my journey with 21-day ultimate reset and got fantastic results. I kept feeling better each week. And I just felt like this was too good to not share this with other people, because I have such a gift here. Why not share it with others? And so that's where I am. 4 years later, I'm still out doing this and absolutely love it. So it's just been a great blessing. I feel like fitness is an important part of our family. And it's just been great. These are some of my upline coaches. This is my mom that passed away 1.5 years ago, from health related issues. So it's just been, I just understand the importance of health and fitness with everyday life, because it impacts not just you, but it impacts your whole family, and then trickles down from there, whoever you associate with. So I can't tell you enough what a blessing this has been in my life. And of course, the support of women and the coaches like Shireen and Lauren. And it's just a blessing. Like, I am so thankful to have it in my life.
Ooh, I love it. It gives me goosebumps. I love listening to these stories, you guys.
So,
okay, so my turn. I am a mom of 2. I started Beachbody about 4.5 years ago as well. I was working full-time and working this business up until about, I feel like with quarantine, my mind is, but I ended in May. So that was like 2 months ago, almost 2 months ago. Yeah. And really, it started with me just trying to lose 10 pounds. Weight's been something I struggled with my entire life. We were never a super healthy or fit family, although I was an athlete. I ate like it was my job, and I easily just gained the weight. I'm barely 5 foot, so my body can, it's not meant to hold the kind of weight that I was holding. My family is filled with short people, and our health has always been an issue. Most of my grandmothers had, and I was going to say most of my grandparents, but all but one of them has had some sort of health related issue, and they've all died with health related issues, except for my grandpa. I'm hoping I get his genes. He's like kicking at 94, and he looks fantastic. But anyway, I was just always known as the big boned girl, and that was just kind of the way it was. And so I've struggled with weight all my life. And back when I was pregnant with my daughter, I remember in my very last trimester, I got on the scale and I had my eyes closed, and I'm like, just don't tell me, just write down the number, because like, I don't even want to know. I know I've tipped a part on the scale that I don't even know if it can, just don't even tell me. And so that was kind of a wake up call for me. Like, I've got to do something about this. But I didn't, because I was just struggling with life in general. And I didn't realize how much I'd kind of lost myself, and I didn't really even know who I was. Years later, still doing a lot of the yo-yo dieting, trying everything under the books. I was still looking for a solution, and we were coming back from, my daughter's a competitive dancer, and we were coming back from a competition weekend. And if, like, back in the day, we used to eat and drink our way through a competition weekend. There was nothing else to do. You're sitting in a dark competition room, so you always met people at the bar, and you'd have a couple drinks, and then of course you'd have appetizers, and then you'd go and watch some dance, and you'd come back and have a couple more drinks, and you have a couple more appetizers. That was the way my life was for probably, this is her 7th year. That was probably 5 years that it was like that. And I was just kind of like, no, not that many. I've been coaching for, probably about 4 years, because in my first few years of coaching, I didn't really know what I was doing or how it was going to add into my life. And one day coming home from that, I was like, I need to do something. And I saw someone come up on my feed saying that she was doing this thing. And I thought, why not? Let's try one more thing. What's it going to hurt? I've tried them all. My husband was supportive, skeptical, but supportive, because he knew how I was struggling with that. And I went ahead and tried it. That was the beginning of what I think has been the most amazing journey of my life. It took me a while to build belief that I could do it, or that I could follow it. My coach had to actually kind of push me along. And to the point where I finally was able to lose some weight and see some results. And it was other pieces of coaching that kind of brought me into the circle. One of them was community. I didn't realize how much I was struggling trying to find friends and trying to figure out where I fit in. And it was mainly because I wasn't fitting in with myself. I was struggling with learning who I was, trying to figure out who I was meant to be, besides a mom of 2 that was just struggling to try to get through life, emotionally eating her way through all the things. And the community has what made me, was probably the biggest sticking point. And for the longest time. Now it's my health, my what I can do for my kids, the energy I have, how I feel, how I've realized that I'm worth so much more than just digging into that gallon of ice cream at the end of the night to hopefully make things better. These women give me life. I love what I do every day. I wake up excited to see who I get to talk to, excited to see who I can talk to in the threads. And coaching has just completely changed me, and it's actually changed my family and the way we're doing life, to be honest. This was my team that went to Summit last year in the back of the picture. This was the picture on my left was actually one of the summer national trips, where I pretty much hid in the pool from the boobs up. so that nobody could see me in my swimsuit. And I always had a drink in hand because I always felt, and this is crazy too, I used to feel like if I had a drink in my hand, I could hold, and I don't know if you can see me, but I could hold my arm right here and that would hide my belly. So, and then this was one of my most transformation. We were getting ready to go to the Dominican in my picture right there. And then this is my family here in, where were we last year? In Haiti. This was us, or was this the Bahamas? Yeah, Bahamas, Haiti, on the cruise that we got to take. And so my kids were so excited. You know, they see me work all the time and they didn't really know what we were doing. And my husband had been on a couple trips before, but I'll never, ever forget. It's one of my most favorite moments. We were getting and driving up to drop our car off so that we can load on the boat. And on the side of the boat had this huge sign that said Team Beachbody. And Tyler was like, Mom, that's where you work. And I'm like, I know. And I know my husband's like, dude, like every night she's working or up early in the morning, like that's what she's doing. She got this trip for us. And he's like, this is the coolest thing ever. And yeah, it was really cool. And my daughter was like, the whole week, she was like, I just can't believe like you got us here. And I was like, it's pretty cool, right? So they got to see how awesome our crew is and how much fun Beachbody is, and what a difference it's made in our life.
That is for sure something. When I see younger moms like you who are coaches and have this blessing in your life, I think, wow, what would my life have been like if I'd had that when my kids were little? You know,
Yeah.
I could have used something like this for sure.
Yeah, it's saved me for sure. Okay, let's talk about the nitty gritty, you guys. I'm going to jump in with this since I'm going here. We're going to kind of go over some information about what coaching is and what you do as coaches, and some of the perks and the benefits and what to do to get started. So I'm going to talk about a quick overview of what you do as coaches. We kind of go off of 4 what we call vital behaviors, things that we do every single day that I think makes it a joy to be a part of the coaching, about a part of the coaching crew. One of the things is we are proof that the products work. So we utilize our products that we have. We work on ourselves first, which is amazing because most of the time in jobs, it's nothing about you. It's about everything else about the company. And the first thing we do is we work on ourselves. We make sure that we drink our superfoods every day. We follow a nutrition program that helps us learn how to eat, how to handle emotions, how to handle weekends and travel, parties, and weekend barbecues. And we work on the Beachbody programs. So there's so many programs to choose from, and they're constantly coming out with new ones that we're always able to choose the ones that we want to work, and everything's laid out for you. There's no thinking process. There's no planning process. All you have to do is pick the foods you like to eat and follow the plan. So we always work on us first. The next thing we do is we connect with people. We're about relationship building. That's what we do. There's no salesy thing with us. We're not salespeople. We just connect. We're real people. We enjoy people's lives out there. We connect with them and we invite them to join something that we have found such joy in. So as you hear our stories, you know how much we love it, how much of a passion we have in our lives, and we just want to share that with other people. And that's one of the things I love about it, is that it's not like trying to push products out there. It's a matter of just inviting people to join you on the journey. And then we follow up with people. You know, life takes over. Not everyone's thinking first about what their invitation was or what we shared out with them. They might even be like, okay, what is that? And then kids are crying in the background, or dinner's on the stove, or you're on carpool, so you forget about that. So we just follow up with people, let them know, hey, we're here. If you ever want to join us, you need to come and do it. We're starting a new group this month. We're just very authentic in what we do every single day. We help women find what their goals are, what their dreams are, and we help them get towards that. We find the joy in the journey. That's one of the things that I love. I heard that one time. We find the joy in our journey and we share that joy with others, and we do it as a community. We help people get results. So we are like legit the biggest cheerleaders out there for all of our all of the people that join us. For us, it's a building a community. And so we cheer people on because it's hard. We all know it's hard. It's been hard for us. We were doing, sharing our stories on how we struggled in the beginning, and we get that. And so we all had people cheering for us. We cheer for each other. We're always forever cheerleaders to help each other, help them get results, because there are going to be hard days, and we all need to pick up from those hard days and keep going, because it's a marathon, not a sprint. And the last thing we do is probably, well, I think I might have said they're all my favorite. This one is my other favorite. It's personal development. Okay, so let's talk about personal development, because I think when I always think about personal development, like way back when, I used to think it was like pretty hokey, right? Like I always think of, now this might date me or might say something about me, but Saturday Night Live, Stuart Smalley, like that guy who did those affirmations, that's like, I'm strong enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. Like that one always makes me laugh, because I'm always like, yeah, I don't need that. Like, that's why we made fun of him on Saturday Night Live. But to be honest, personal development is the bomb, and I can't imagine life without it. It's completely changed my mindset, my confidence, my belief in myself, my self-worth. Personal development is just that, it's personal. So we work and help you find the books that are going to speak to you based on what you need. And there's stuff out there, there's content out there that's dynamic. It's not hokey at all. There's a lot of truth and a lot of power behind getting your mind in the right space, and what the power that you can do and the power you can have when your mind and your heart are in the right space. And so we work on that every single day, whether that's listening to Audible books, reading actual physical books. I listen to podcasts, watching some motivational YouTubes. There's just so many different things that you can do. And this is just one of the things we do to help us get ready and stay consistent on our journey. Okay. All right. I think, Susan?
Is it me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, the thing that's exciting about our team is that we have been a top team in the company, and I'm telling you, the women that, and you can even say men, because there's some awesome men there too, and husbands, but the team that we are a part of is probably one of my favorite aspects of coaching, in the sense that you are given the top training from the top coaches in the company. It's a group that is like family, and they mentor you from the get-go. It's not like when you sign up, it's not like, oh, okay, here you go, have at it, and we'll see you later. They are so good to bring you in, and they lead by example. And that's the thing that I just absolutely love about it, is that they get information from the top and they share it and they teach you, and they are examples for you. And so that's the thing that's so awesome about it, is that when you jump in with your coaching kit, this is what I love, because you guys, I have been like in other multi-level marketing companies, and with those other multi-level marketing companies, you pay for a kit, but then you have product on top of that you usually have to have on hand. And that's the thing that I love about becoming a Beachbody coach, is that your personal investment is for you and you only, and you do not have to have product on hand. It gets you everything that you need to go to be successful in your own personal and transformation journey. And that kit can range anywhere from $140 to over $200. And so it's amazing with the product that you get. And here's the awesome thing of it, is that you have 30 days. And if you don't like what you got, then you can get a refund, unless you're shipping and handling. But I have not had a person return their shipment. Like they get in there, and when they utilize the products, it's fantastic. So it's just I love how they just say, this is for you to get started. Some other things about coaching is we have team recognition. You earn commissions off of signing other challengers or other coaches up. You get Success Club leads. You get, I can't think of what else. my mind's gone blank and I can't see for the life of me. I need my bifocals and I don't have them. So
Well,
I apologize. So
we get to earn free trips like Lauren was
yes,
talking about the
free
cruise.
trips.
So,
Yes. And so, and you're saving 25% discount. Like that is probably, if you meet a lot of people with that come into the company, they are there for the discount. And then once they see the benefits, like I did, you're like, hey, this is a no-brainer. Like, why would I not want to do this? So there are so many perks to coaching, and I just absolutely love it. And we also, this is the thing that's exciting, is that as coaches, we get to be the first people to try the products or try the workouts, and then we get to share our results with other people before they even get a chance to try the new programs. And so the team retreats, oh my gosh, like to me, the community is such a huge aspect to this. And that's what I think we need in a world right now, is we can see that people need other people. And it's easier to go on a journey, a transformation journey, physical or mental, and have the help of a team by your side. So if there's anything else that you guys want to add, go ahead. But I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so. You did good, girl, without those bifocals. You're so funny.
I do. I've been working on our rental and I don't have my bifocals with me.
all right, so how to get started is simple. I mean, Susan mentioned, you get your kit, which sets you up for your journey. And it's the same thing that you'll be offering people to get started on their journey too. So there's different packages, different bundles that give you the best value. You get a year's membership, virtual gym membership, which during this time of our lives is priceless. And you get a month's supply of Shakeology, the superfood shake that I love because it helps my sugar cravings. It gives me energy, so many other benefits. And you also, with the packages this month that are bundled this month, get both of our nutrition programs, which are sort of deep dives into how to make healthy eating a lifestyle, a very simple and natural lifestyle. So you get both of those programs. They're yours to keep for life. And you get some fitness equipment to help you with the workouts. So, I mean, it's an incredible deal. That basic package is $160. If you want to add on any, some other supplements, we have an amazing pre-workout and post-workout supplement that I personally don't want to ever have to live without. They make things, working out, so much more enjoyable, and I actually look forward to working out every day. So, and then once you get started, we plug you into our mentoring. We have a system set up to make sure that you are taken step by step through what you need to do and just get started. And we're here. You have a huge community, a team to answer questions, other coaches who are always so helpful. I've never met such a positive and helpful group of women, and I'm so grateful for them. So I do want to mention one thing, because I know a lot of younger moms often feel like, I don't have time for this because I have to take care of my family. And Lauren, you kind of hinted at that, and I know Susan, you did too. And that is the reason I wish I had had this when my kids were smaller, because I didn't take care of myself. I was always last on the list. But when I finally did start running and doing a little bit of working out, and that's when I realized, when I take care of myself, I'm a better mom, I'm a better wife, people actually want to be around me, so those are all huge pluses. If you're thinking of, I don't have time for this, I think I urge you just to try it, so that you can try it out for yourself and see how much of a better person you are when you take care of yourself first. So
I love that point. I wanted to kind of add on there, Shereen, because you talked about, like trying to do it for yourself. The other thing too, we get a lot of questions from new moms or moms of younger kids is, when can I even work a business? Like if I can barely find time to work out, when can I even work a business? We literally have a checklist of things for you to do, from bare bones up to, more things that you can do to add to your business. But the best part is that you work the business when you want to. So if you get up a little bit earlier before your kids get up, you work during nap time, you work at night. When I worked full time, my kids are older, so I never had to worry about like sitters or who was going to watch them. But I just worked it in the mom cracks. So I got up before they did in the morning, before they got ready for school. So I got all of that stuff done, plus a little bit of my work done there. I worked a little bit on my lunch break. If I was in carpool line or waiting for kids to get out of, like, I used to have to drive my daughter to dance and she'd be there for an hour and it took me 20 minutes to get there and get back. So I would just sit and work in the parking lot for an hour while I was waiting, and just to make use of your time. So you can work it in the cracks of your life. It's just a matter of finding the pockets, and I promise they're there. What you might think like, well, I don't have any time. You have them. It's just a matter of how you use them. But we're there to help you figure that out, because I think we were all in the same boat. Like, well, I don't have time. We just had to figure out how to finagle what we had going on in our life. So.
Yeah, really great point. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that is the beauty of this job is, and I started this after my kids were gone, but it was also a stage of life where I started traveling a lot. And it was actually a perfect job for me, because then I could take it with me and I could do it when I was, traveling with my husband. He was on work trips and he would be at work and I would do my work, and then we could go, out together when he was done and explore wherever we were. So, or visiting family, there are times when you just need to do a little bit to maintain your business and do little daily things, and then you're free to go. But it's like the most flexible job I've ever had. So
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. Can you guys think of any other common questions that we ever get? We kind of covered it all.
Yeah, I think some people think, it's hard to come up with cost, an initial cost, and these are kind of financially strapped times for people. So if that's a problem, I always encourage people to find 2 or 3 people to do it with you. Say, hey, I'm going to start this cool thing and I want to see what I can do with my body and my eating habits and all of those things. You want to do it with me so we can support each other along the way. And, then you can get them signed up, you earn your commission, you earn your pack basically, so you can sign up for free. So it's a great way to get started if you are a little financially strapped right now. So, and there's always that money back guarantee. If you're like, well, I guess if it doesn't work in 30 days, I can return it and get the money back. So
I would just say also that you will get out of it exactly what you put into it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are saying, it just didn't work for me, it's like you have to really take a step back and look at it and go, well, what was your intent and how much effort did you really put into it? You find that with the women and men who are successful with their transformation journey. What did you do? How much effort did you really put into it? Did you really follow the program as you should? And so it can be the most rewarding thing that can it will trickle like through, you don't understand how many people it will affect. And so I just think it's the best gift. And my opinion is, if you're going to work on yourself, getting yourself healthy and your family healthy, why not get paid doing it?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a unique way to earn a living getting healthy.
Yeah, I love that, because I think it helps you keep accountable to your goals. And the other thing is, I didn't like, but liked at the same time, saying I was a coach, because when I got started, I was nowhere near what anyone thought a coach needed to look like, right? I didn't have this beach body, 6-pack abs ready to hang out. I was needed to lose weight. but it helps you stay accountable. So if people are like, so you're a coach, like this happened to me one time. I was at a weekend party and they're like, so you're a coach, huh? Literally made me stop and cross my arms and stop eating the chips and dip. Cause I'm like, I am working on myself. So it kind of helps you kind of hold yourself accountable. You know, you have this accountability piece that's like, yeah, I need, you know, this is what we do. This is, you know, we're trying to be healthy. Now, since then I've learned I can enjoy some chips and dip. But you know, it kind of helps you get started. And what a perfect time right now to get started in something like this. And in a time that we really need to focus in on health and taking care of ourselves so that we can build that immunity system in our body in every which way, shape, or form, whether that's, you know, getting a good sweat in and getting your body working that way, getting your superfoods in every day that we get in. So many of us are nutrient deficient already and we don't even know it. Getting the proper water you need in. These are all things that we need to do to help us fight whatever's out there. I'm not saying it's going to stop it from coming or cure you or anything like that, but it's going to help you. So it's a great time to do this, even in a general basis. Without this, I used to get sick 2 or 3 times a year, like can't move off the couch sick. Since I started this, I get like a small, simple cold, knock on wood now for this next flu season, but it's enough that's just like kind of annoying. And I don't get like I used to get. And for years, I haven't been that way. And I really do think it is because of my superfoods and me taking care of my health.
I agree. It's been the same for me too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I think in the 4 years that I've been a coach, I've been sick twice, and that's it.
Yeah.
And here's another thing that I just thought was interesting, being that I'm helping my husband work on our rental home here, and of course I'm the one that has to go do the honeydews while he's doing around things. So he said, go to the store and I need you to get a 5-gallon container of paint. And so I went to the store, I grabbed the paint, and I was like, okay, I need to have this shaken up, you know? So this lady comes and she is just struggling, and she's like, okay, I'm going to shake it. And she, like, I said, do you want me to help you put that in that shaker? She's like, no, I'm really fine. So she gets it out and I come back to pick it up, and I thought, okay, I have to pick this up and put it in my cart. And I know with the back issues that I've had, like 4 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to do it. And I was thinking of this workout that we're doing right now with the hop, you know, with the yeah. And I'm like, dude, this is like, I should be doing a commercial right now, because then after that, I take it out of the grocery cart and I put it in my car, and I thought, flipping, no one's watching me right now while I'm lifting this heavy thing, but I'm doing it. And I don't think very many women over 50 years old could do that. So
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
I was just proud, because I'm like, I am so much stronger now than I was 4, 5, and 6 years. I'm probably stronger now than I was even when I was in my 20s.
yeah. I know I am for sure. Like yeah, it's amazing. I think it's so, and I just love it because you're right. We do things on a normal basis that it would have stopped us in our tracks before.
For sure. Yeah.
It's a blessing, that's for sure. I just consider it a blessing in my life every day.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Amen. Yeah. All the feels. I got all the goosebumps.
I know, me too.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, well, if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to any of us. We are an open book. We will share with you the nitty-gritty. It's really, it's not scary. It's such a blessing, like Susan said, and we just want to share it with you. So let us know if you have any questions, and we would be happy to help you guys out. All right. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Okay, let me stop. Okay. Oh, nope, that's my video.
These are the outtakes at the end.
Oh my gosh.